All right, we're live. All right. Today we're talking about LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Team USA. And after their fourth place finish at FIBA, it looks like they're going to need some help, man. So let me go through the roster. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet and talk about some other things as well. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm doing this with the AirPods, so not sure if you guys can hear me. But this last roster, don't even look at the last roster that we had, Team USA. Don't even look at it. Let's look into the future, 2024, of what it could be. So LeBron's already shared interest that he wants to go. So LeBron's already talked about it. Let's see. I'm just going to go through some guys that I have right here and then some bubble guys too. So we got LeBron. We've got Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, John Morant, Anthony Edwards, Trae Young, Kevin Durant, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jason Tatum, Evan Mobley, Devin Booker, and Jimmy Butler. On the bubble, I have guys like Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard, Joel Embiid, Draymond Green. And then again, let me remind you that they did finish in fourth place. So Joel Embiid I think he said something about how he would play for Team USA. So for him playing on Team USA, that kind of clears up our center situation. But it's just for our center and power forward, all we're going to have is Anthony Davis. For sure, guys that I have, we have in just the front court, we got Anthony Davis. He can be your center power forward. And then Evan Mobley and Jaren Jackson Jr. That's it. And then LeBron, LeBron could play down there, but do we want to have LeBron down there? Do we want KD down there? No, we don't. So I think that you're going to have somebody like Evan Mobley, and you're going to have, if Joel Embiid does do that, so we could have, I don't know how many people you could really have. I think you could have 12, maybe 15, maybe. But if you can't have 15, then it's going to eliminate a lot of guys off this list. And I'm saying, can we get something like the Dream Team? Let me see that roster of the Dream Team that we had back in the day. NBA Dream Team 92. 92, and that was in Barcelona, I believe. Who was on the Dream Team? The greatest team ever assembled. The roster was made up of Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Clyde Drexler, Scottie Pippen, Chris Mullin, and Christian Laettner. So how many guys is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12. Who? Wow. So we're really going to have to cut this out. So they had Patrick Ewing and David Robinson for their center spot. Those two right there. Patrick Ewing, David Robinson. So that could be, if Joel Embiid plays for us, then I'm guessing that he would be that other spot. So you would have AD and Joel Embiid. Yeah. So that's pretty tough. I think that's pretty tough. There you go. Good? All right. Let me see what's going on here. Just going over some settings right now, guys. Bear with me. Here. This is just quick, making sure that this is all set up right. Uh-oh. All right. I think we're good. Okay. Anyway. All right. So going back to what we had earlier, we talked about the dream team of who they had. So they had Patrick Ewing and David Robinson. All right, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson. That's gonna have to be. Let me write this down. So Patrick Ewing and David Robinson. That would be your Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis. That's if they want to do that. All right, so Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, those two solidifying the center and the power forward position. Now we have so let me see how many small forwards and slash power forwards do they have. So Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone. So Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, they were the power forward. So then we go down to our power forwards. Who would we have? Would we put Anthony Davis at the power forward spot? Like that wouldn't be bad, right? That wouldn't be bad at all. I would kind of like that. So maybe we could have. Yeah, that's where it makes it tough, man. So then do you put Anthony Davis at power forward, Joel Embiid at center, and then do we put Jaren Jackson or do we put Evan Mobley? Evan Mobley or Jaren Jackson? Ooh, man. Let's just do Evan Mobley, dude. Evan Mobley. Wow, Evan Mobley makes this spot. So now we got 3 spots taken. Okay, we got 3 spots taken. We got 9 left. All right, so our other power forward spot goes to LeBron. That's got to be LeBron's spot, right? Or are we going to put him at small forward? Or we can put KD at power forward. We'll put KD at power forward. So KD, power forward. LeBron. So 4 spots already taken right there. LeBron would have to be the next spot. LeBron, small forward. Who would our? This is where it gets real tough, guys. So you got Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Draymond Green. Are we putting Draymond Green in there? Are we going to put Draymond Green in there? I wonder if we will. Let's see if we will. Let's see this. Let me see. Who would we have? Oh, is it live right now? I'm kind of confused right now if it's live. Let me know if it's live. Are we live? I'm confused right now. Sometimes doing this YouTube live stuff is a little bit tougher because it's not just like a regular upload. You know what I mean? Okay, so it is live. So we are public. Okay, just making sure. All right, so then we have the small forward spots are taken. So Evan Mobley is their center. Joel Embiid is our other center. Anthony Davis our power forward. KD's our other power forward, and LeBron's our other small forward. So do we put Draymond Green right there? Do we put Draymond Green as our other small forward? I mean, he's already reached out to him, but honestly, I'm gonna put Jason Tatum right there. So Jason Tatum, he could be our other small forward. What you guys think? Let's see, participants, top chat. All right. Okay, so we're live now. All right, got you. Because I don't know, I put it on private, but now it's live. But whatever. So we got LeBron. So Evan Mobley's our center. Joel Embiid is our other center. That's if Joel Embiid wants to play for Team USA. So if Joel Embiid doesn't want to play for Team USA, then I'm going to roll with Jaren Jackson Jr. All right. So Jaren Jack. So Evan Mobley's our center. Jaren Jackson would be our other center slash Joel Embiid. Anthony Davis would be our power forward. KD would be our other power forward. LeBron, small forward. Tatum's our other small forward. So this is where it gets real hard, guys, because NBA guys, we got a lot of guards and we got a lot of shooting guards. So shooting guard wise, I'm just going to put them over here because we already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We already got 6 players. We can only use 6 more. That's tough. And actually, we can only use 5 because Steph Curry is for sure our point guard. So Steph Curry would be our point guard, right? Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? And who else would it be? So then our other point guard, is it going to be Ja Morant or is it going to be Trae Young? Um dang. See, this is where it gets tough because I got Ja Morant, Trae Young, Anthony Edwards, but Anthony Edwards could play our shooting guard spot. But De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, we got Lillard too. See, these are the bubble guys. See, bubble guys are tough because bubble guys, we got Draymond. I got Embiid on there too. But the main bubble guys would be Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard, and Draymond Green. So, and Devin Booker's taking a shooting guard spot too. So, shooting guard, we got Devin Booker. For sure, Devin Booker. So, oh man, we don't have that many spots, bro. We don't have that many spots. So we have 2 spots left. Is that what it is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we have 12. 2 bench players. We got 2 bench players. I'll put Anthony Edwards in there, bro. I'll put him as my bench guy. So Anthony Edwards will be backup, point guard, shooting guard. Yeah, I love Anthony Edwards, dude. He's one of my favorite players. I've been watching Anthony play for a long time and big Anthony Edwards fan. Big time. Um, so Anthony Edwards off the bench. Another guy off the bench. So those other 2 spots, I'll probably put. They like Draymond. Draymond's a real good, like he's a real good camaraderie guy. So I'll put Draymond in there. So now we definitely only have. Oh man, this is tough because this has to be a dream team. You know what I'm saying? This has to be like no matter what they're doing, this team is winning the gold. Like it doesn't matter what you say. Once we solidify this roster, this is the gold medal team. It's not 4th. Like trust and believe this is not 4th. None of these guys are going to let their team come in 4th. So our other point guard spot, oh man. Because now I'm deciding between Ja Morant, Trae Young, and De'Aaron Fox. Ja Morant, Trae Young, De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, and Damian Lillard. Oh my God. I already know some of you guys are like, how is that hard for you? It's Lillard. No, it's not. It's not just Lillard. It's not going to be just Lillard. Because then you got De'Aaron Fox, Kings fans are like, no, it's De'Aaron Fox. And then we all know Trae Young is the dude. Like you could have Steph Curry and Trae, basically 2 of the best point guards that play almost the same way on the same team. Dude, who am I rolling with? And then the shooting guard situation is ridiculous too, because you got our shooting guard, you got Donovan Mitchell, who could be, or Jimmy Butler. Oh man, I'm having a tough time here, guys. I'm having a real tough time right here. I mean, it's easy to just say, "Oh, we'll put Lillard at point guard and we'll put Donovan Mitchell at our other shooting guard." Like that's easy to say, but then you're already discrediting Ja Morant, Trae, and De'Aaron Fox. Like let's look at like the Let me go to an article real quick before I make this decision. Let me go to an article real quick. So this is from Shams and Joe Vardone in Manila. I'm just going to go through some highlights, like cliff notes about this. Less than a year out from the 2024 Olympics, with USA coming off a disappointing fourth place finish in FIBA this past Sunday. I mean, a lot of people aren't paying attention to basketball because it's all football right now. But just this past Sunday, only 3 current All-Stars and no one with prior men's national team experience on the roster. Those old Paris predictions are apparently closer to coming true. LeBron, a 3-time Olympian, 2-time gold medalist, and NBA's all-time leading scorer, has strong interest in one more Olympics that he is ready to commit for next summer, and has also called multiple stars to essentially recruit them to join him in USA basketball in Paris. So these are the guys that LeBron is talking to. He's talking to Steph, of course, KD, AD, Tatum, and Draymond. Those are all 5 guys that I have here for sure on the team. Draymond would be a backup. Draymond's not starting over a KD or LeBron. Devin Booker, Lillard, see? And then we got Kyrie. I forgot about Kyrie, but with Kyrie, he could play for USA or Australia. That's why I didn't really count. And you got to remember, a lot of these guys they can play for other national teams, like Giannis, of course, SGA. I mean, Kawhi Leonard's not going to play. I don't think he's going to play. Maybe Paul George will play. I don't know if he would want to play again. But yeah, you got like Joker's not playing for Team USA. Luka's not playing for Team USA. I mean, you guys are smart. You guys understand that. Yeah, Mikal Bridges. No, Mikal's not on this team. He's not making this team. Austin Reeves, he's not making this team. No, a lot of the guys that you've seen at FIBA are not making this team. That's for darn sure. You know what I'm saying? So if I just want to go off of body of work and how long I've been watching these guys and how good they are, point guard wise, I'm gonna put Lillard in there, man. Because I would love to see a team with Steph Curry and Damian Lillard on it. So dang, I'm putting Lillard in there. Dang, I'm a big Lillard fan too. Lillard's always been the homie. Lillard's tight. Because back when I met him in Oakland, we did an interview and everything. Everyone wanted to do an interview with AD, but I talked to Lillard, and Lillard was cool, man. Lillard was like, "Yo, let's do an interview." I was like, "All right, let's do it." So I'm kind of biased towards Lillard too, because my wife is a big Curry fan, and when they were like going at it, I was like, "Curry this," I was like, "Lillard this," but she was Curry, and she's still Team Curry. So there it is. I got Lillard in there as my other point guard. So who's my second shooting guard? My second shooting guard, it's got to be Jimmy Buckets. I'm just doing the Jimmy Buckets. So it wasn't even that hard for me to do this, but I mean, it is what it is. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, 12 players. Team USA going to Paris. I know I took about 20 minutes. Pen is down. We will see how this goes. But I wrote this down right here. So if we go back and look back on this, and if it's right, well, armpit hair. If it's right, then we're gonna be like, yo, Quick was on it first. So we got Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Evan Mobley, Jaren Jackson / Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis, KD, LeBron, and Jason Tatum. These are all the guys that would be on the team. We got a fake LeBron James over here talking. That's funny. Yeah, so that's the squad right there, man. And it was hard to make this squad, man. It was really hard to make this squad. Now we got a lot. We got a lot. I would be happy though. I would be happy that I think that this team would go into Paris or wherever they need to play, and they would win gold. I think that they would win gold, man. I think that team would have such a media frenzy everywhere they went. It would really rise, especially if my Lakers win a championship this upcoming season. I think it's possible. The roster, I really like the Lakers roster. I hope that they don't try to package something and put it together and try to trade Reeves and Hachimura for. I mean, the talks are about Giannis. I don't want to see that because I still think you find yourself in a situation where, like where they had Russ, it's still three guys that need the ball, which kind of goes back to the whole philosophy of having a team game. Having the team game, you can't have guys that are so like ball dominant. Yeah, they got like that old saying is too many Chiefs and not enough Indians. So you need somebody that's going to be the chief, but you need some workers, guys that are going to do their role. And I think that because this FIBA team, man, hold on, what song you put on? I can't hear it. What'd you put on? The cat song? That's my son. The cat song? What's that? What song is that? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Who else has seen that TikTok with the cat driving? The cat driving, yeah. So, little son, father son moment right there. Let's go back again and talk about it. Anthony Edwards, he's not starting, but he's on the team. Anthony Edwards. So my starters. Oh, let's go for the starters now. Let's do the starters now. Brand new folder. Let's do the starters real quick. And no, we're not talking about high school sports right now. I'm not. There's nothing going on with high school sports right now. If you want to see some highlights of high school sports, get off the live, go watch my channel, watch the highlights of that. So my starter is point guard is Steph Curry. Steph Curry is my starter. My shooting guard starter between Devin Booker and Jimmy Butler. I'm putting Jimmy Butler. Himmy Butler. Don't get mad at me, Devin. 1, 2, 3. At the 3 spot, LeBron. LeBron James. LeBron James. At my 4 spot, KD. And is Evan Mobley going to be my starting center? Not if Joel. Okay. It would be Joel Embiid, Jaren Jackson, then Evan Mobley, right? So, Joel Embiid / Jaren Jackson / Evan Mobley. All right, so how many guys did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Okay, so Evan would be at the end of that because if I could only pick 2 centers, it's going to be Joel Embiid and Jaren Jackson. Like that's just me. That's how I'm going to roll. So that's still a good squad, though. That's still a really good squad. That's a yeah.
Daddy, my sandwich was for snack.
Okay, so you still want some more food?
Yeah.
All right, what do you want?
Not now. The chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice? Okay, gotcha.
Not now.
Okay, not right now. Oh, dang. Okay, not right now. In a little bit. Dang. Okay. Man, gotta love my son though. All right, so starting 5 for that Team USA team: Steph Curry, point guard; shooting guard, Jimmy Butler; small forward, LeBron; power forward, KD; and then my center spot is very changeable. If Joel Embiid decides to play for Team USA, Joel Embiid would be the center. Jaren Jackson would be his backup. Let's put backups behind KD. KD's backup would be AD. LeBron's backup would be Tatum. Tatum and Draymond. I mean, no, Draymond would be more of a power forward, right? Yeah, Draymond. Jimmy Butler's backup would be Anthony Edwards, right? No, Devin Booker. Devin Booker slash Anthony Edwards. Because the good thing about Anthony Edwards is he can play shooting guard or point guard. I mean, he's really amazing. Steph Curry and Damian Lillard. There's a squad. There's a squad right there. Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, point guards, shooting guards, Jimmy Butler, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards. But Anthony Edwards can play either point guard or shooting guard. You guys do know that. LeBron, Tatum, KD, AD, Draymond, Joel Embiid, Jaren Jackson, Evan Mobley. That's a squad. That's a squad right there. That's a squad. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk about because I know a lot of people were talking about LeBron maybe, calling up people and this and that. So I just wanted to give you guys a rundown so you guys don't have to, think about who's going to be on the team. This kind of gives you some background history if you watch the live of who could be on Team USA in Paris. And I'm excited for it. Like I can't wait. I especially can't wait for the Olympics to be in LA, but to have it in Paris, it's gonna be really dope to see, dude. Like I might even fly out there. Like it might be really, really dope just to see it out there. Like I always feel like Paris is that buffer country in Europe to go. If you guys have ever been to Paris, if you guys ever been to Europe, it's pretty fun. But like Paris is like where the Thalys train. I don't know how you say it right, but the train system can connect you to anywhere in Europe. Not London, of course, but even London, you could take the Channel, which is like an underground tunnel. I believe they still have it. You could take the Channel to go to London, connected to Paris. So it's really dope. Like Paris is really cool. It's like the central area that you could be in and go all over. So to have that in Paris is going to be really cool, man. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. All right. Another thing I want to get into is some football. So some football this past Sunday was probably one of the best Sundays I've had an experience to watch because I did ditch my DirecTV and I out of here. I ditched the DirecTV and I got YouTube TV. So I was paying already about 160 for DirecTV. And I was like, you know what? I don't really watch like Stars or Showtime or the only one that I really watch is HBO Max. So I was like, you know what? I think I could probably get this Sunday night or the NFL ticket if I wanted to. So I was like, you know what? Let me just like cut that and then get YouTube TV because YouTube TV, they were giving me like $50 off of the Sunday ticket. And then they were also giving you this, they were giving you, what was it? Hey, put on the headphones and turn it down. Yeah, turn it down. You got it? Okay. All right. So I decided, I'm a cut DirecTV because I don't really watch all those shows. And then YouTube TV, they already give you the channels that you want. Like the channels that I watch are basically like the Food Network channels, ESPN, and like ABC, and all that. And then another thing is I like KTLA Live, so KTLA 5, and they didn't have KTLA 5 on my DirecTV. So I was like, you know what, I'm over it. I'm already paying $160 for it, so I cut it. And man, the DirecTV Sunday ticket, like I'm not endorsing it or anything, but it's amazing because I could watch 3 games at once, and I was watching everything. Like, I'm a Raiders fan, so I got to watch everything in the morning, and I wasn't missing any action. I even had the red zone because I wanna be able to watch all the games again without recording them. So, I have the NFL Premium, Plus or whatever, and dude, I had the red zone on like this. This is pretty cool. You could buy this at Target. That's where I bought it. I was watching ESPN LA, of course, and it's just really dope, man. Like, I was really excited to watch all the football that I could. So, I got to watch every game and then some. And then yesterday's game, oh my god. I had to put my son to bed early, but that game yesterday, I'm watching it, I was, on the treadmill, I was like, "Oh my god, Aaron Rodgers just got hurt." Like, "Oh, man." I knew it was something bad, dude. When I seen him go, like it looked like Kobe. Like, he just knew it was done. Like, he said, "Nah, Imma sit down." So when he sat down, I said, "Oh, dude, he's done. He's done." And immediately what I thought of, if you've been watching Hard Knocks, if you've been watching it, I thought of when he was antagonizing the other guy and he was telling him, like, "I don't even know you, bro." I don't I said, "Oh, no. It's done come to haunt him." But, man, I never wish any injuries on anybody, and that sucked because I was really looking for I was invested in Hard Knocks, bro. Like, I was watching every episode. I couldn't wait, and I was, like, really excited about it, and then that happened, and I was like, "Oh, dude, this is whack." But then I knew from watching Hard Knocks, I was like, "You know what? Zach Wilson, he's kinda matured and he's gotten a little better, and maybe Aaron Rodgers kinda imbued on him a little bit of work ethic or just terminology of learning, like, the playbook." Because there were times he'd be like, "Dude, why are you doing that? Like, what is that? Oh, headband again? What the sweat in my eyes." Like, if you know, you know, because that thing was hilarious, dude. So I was like kind of excited to see Zach Wilson out there playing quarterback because last year the whole thing was, oh, he can't play quarterback. He's not good. So, but he was taken like super high, and he's a pretty good quarterback. So for them to win the game that they won like that, and if you're watching Hard Knocks, man, what a whole story it was because I mean, especially on 9/11 to have it like that, and it's just like, dude, the quarterback went down, and I'm like, dude, what are they gonna do? Like, what are they gonna do? But I knew that the defense was good because for some reason last year when I didn't have NFL ticket, I was watching a lot of Jets games. I was watching a lot of Chargers games, and that was another reason why I got tickets. I was like, I'm not going through that again. I'm not gonna watch just because that's the only thing that DirecTV is showing me. I'm not gonna just watch what they want to show me. I'm gonna watch whatever I want to watch. So that was another reason why I got it. But if you guys were watching the Hard Knocks, what was his name? What was his name? What was his name? He was on the brink of getting cut, and I'm looking for his name. I'm looking for it. What is his name? Someone help me with his name. The one that scored the game-winning touchdown, the punt return. It's crazy that I'm reading stories about it, but they're not. Of course, I know how this goes. They don't want to put his name in there. They're going to put Aaron Rodgers in the front first, of course. But I'm thinking, what is his name? Oh man, USA Today, get better, bro. Get better with that. What game winning punt return? They don't even put his name in the title. That's how New York Post is the only one that put his name in the title. Xavier Gibson. Xavier Gibson, when he scored that touchdown yesterday, I could not believe it, dude. I thought for sure they were going to call a penalty though, because I seen the dude trip him, and I was like, "Oh no, they're going to bring it back, and they're going to end up kicking a field goal." But they did it. They didn't get it. They didn't kick a field goal. They didn't call it. I was so happy. That was a good ass game yesterday. That was probably the best game of the week. A lot of people are probably going to think the Charger game, Dolphins game was pretty good, but I didn't think the Charger Dolphin game was that good. because it was just like offense, offense, offense. And I knew the Chargers were going to charge her because that's what the Chargers do. They just charge her. So get some watermelon real quick. But you know, I think that the AFC West is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I mean, they lost, of course, except for the Raiders. Except for the Raiders. But the AFC West looked pretty good to me. But the AFC North, the Browns, whoa, whoa. The Browns look tough. They look real tough, especially Deshaun Watson wasn't even doing well. But the Ravens look kind of bad, dude. I was expecting. I still won because they covered, but they lost J.K. Dobbins. The Lamar was looking looked like he needed to be a little bit more in training camp, man. Like Lamar Jackson was missing, man. But Zay Flowers looks good. I like Zay Flowers. Baltimore Ravens look good. Buffalo Bills don't look good. Buffalo Bills did not look good yesterday. They look like it was a problem. So let me look at who won yesterday. If you're just joining right now, I went through my top Team USA. I'm going to keep going back and talking about this so you guys don't think it's redundant. But I made my top Team USA team. My top Team USA team is Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, Jason Tatum, KD, AD, Draymond, Jaren Jackson, and Evan Mobley for sure from US. But that changes if Joel Embiid decides to play for Team USA. If Joel Embiid decides to play for Team USA, and he's our starting, he will be our starting center. So starters would be from Joel Embiid, starting center. Joel Embiid at the 5, which is, if you guys don't know, the 5 is a starting spot, is a center spot. The 4 is a power forward spot. The 3 is a small forward spot. The 2 is a shooting guard, and the 1 is a point guard. So at 5, I have Joel Embiid. At 4, I have KD. At 3, I have LeBron. At 2, I have Jimmy Butler. And at 1, I have Steph Curry. Yeah. So that's my dream team right there. How it rivals against the other dream team? I mean, no one's Michael Jordan, and no one's Larry Bird or Magic Johnson. But we could say LeBron and Michael Jordan, that GOAT conversation always cancels out. They're both the GOAT. Jimmy Butler. Let me look back at that Team USA team real quick. Or what it was. See, now I'm going off on a little tangent here because I need to see who was on that team. I mean, Christian Laettner, that's an NF. That's a no factor. So let me go back to this. Sorry, I was just going on about NFL, but I'm going back to this real quick. I'm going back. So LeBron, MJ, Steph Curry, Magic Johnson. Who was their other shooting guard? Was it Chris Mullin? Was Chris Mullin the starter? Yeah, maybe. I don't know if it was. I don't think it was Clyde Drexler. Who was the starters of Team USA? Starting lineup. Okay, boom, got it. Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson. Okay, so Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, shooting guard, Michael Jordan. Okay, so MJ was our shooting guard. Of course he was. Ha! Ha! Jimmy Butler. We all know, if you know, you know about the Jimmy Butler Michael Jordan comparison. So if you know about a lot of stuff people have been saying, could be Michael Jordan's son. I mean, that's just what people are saying. That's just I don't even know where that took. I don't even know how that took win, but it just did. And people say Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan's son. I mean, that's funny. But the way you see him play, he looks like Michael Jordan's son. Small forward, LeBron, Larry Bird. Okay. KD, power forward, Charles Barkley. Come on, Charles. I'm sorry. Charles Barkley. Center, if it's Joel Embiid, I'm sorry, Patrick. But uh, but you know, a lot of people would say, bro, you don't know what you're talking about because Patrick Ewing is way better than Joel Embiid. But I don't think that. I do not think that. I would not say I would not ever say Patrick Ewing is better than Joel Embiid. I would never say that. Even though Patrick Ewing was the man. I watched Patrick Ewing play. Don't think I didn't watch Patrick Ewing play. I watched Patrick Ewing play, and he is not no Joel Embiid. So is this team better than the Dream Team? Is this team better than the Dream Team? Steph, he would be Magic. People are going to say I don't know what I'm talking about because Magic, but I was putting Steph over Magic. I would say that. People are like, "You crazy. You're crazy." I'm like, "Bro, Magic Johnson was amazing. Magic Johnson was amazing." But Steph is doing this now. Steph is doing this now. Then you got Jimmy, MJ. Of course, we're going to give MJ the nod over Jimmy Butler. Of course. LeBron and Larry Bird. We're giving the nod to LeBron over Larry Bird. KD, Charles Barkley. We're giving the nod of KD over Charles Barkley. And if Embiid is playing for Team USA, he's better than Patrick Ewing. So in my eyes, we got 1, 2, 3 to your 2. This dream team with LeBron, KD, Embiid, Jimmy Butler, and Steph is better than the 92 dream team. It's better. It just is. And then don't even talk about the guys that we have on the bench. The guys we have on the bench, we got Lillard, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, AD, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr. Stop playing with them. Stop playing with them. That dream team don't compare to this dream team that we about to throw out there. It don't compare. I'm kidding. It compares for sure. It compares. But I'm taking our dream team, LeBron's dream team, especially if he wins a championship and he'll have 5. If the Lakers win the championship and LeBron wins a gold in Paris, that goat discussion has got to it's got to come to a halt. It's got to come to a halt. That's all I got to say. So that's what I was talking about earlier. So if you're just brand new to the live, I was talking about my dream team right here that I got. I got my writing is very, very bad. My writing is very, very bad, but just trust and believe. That should be the starting 5 right there. I know you could change the starting 5. I mean, we still got we got dogs. I mean, we got if you want to take out Jimmy Butler and put Devin Booker in there, I have no problem with that. If you want to put Damian Lillard over Steph Curry, I kind of have a problem with that. If you want to put Tatum over, you're not putting Tatum in over LeBron. I love Tatum. That's my boy. I love Tatum. You're not putting him over LeBron. KD, you're not putting AD over KD. But if you do put AD over KD, that's fine. That's fine too. But he's not. KD's not coming off the bench. KD's not coming off the bench. Joel Embiid at our 5. Guys, this is the best NBA team that I would have ever seen since the Dream Team. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, LeBron James, KD, Joel Embiid. Stop playing with them. So that's my little rant about that. let's go back to the NFL. Let's go back to the NFL of the teams that I was watching that I really liked. So, my number one team is the Raiders, and they're not. I want them to win the Super Bowl, but I'm not going to put it out there not because you can't ever say no one's going to win the Super Bowl after Week 1. But it would be a tough. It would be some home cooking if they did. You know what I'm saying? Just like that Rams championship with some home cooking, I would think that the same thing happened. So that first game, we seen the Lions and the Chiefs. I love that game. That game was one of the best games that I've seen defensively, just to see a team just will itself to win. I love seeing Dan Campbell and Jared Goff beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I love Patrick Mahomes, one of my favorite quarterbacks ever watched. But that game, sometimes you can't win them all. You can't win them all. Um, I didn't really watch too much of the Falcons game, but what I did see out of the Falcons is that Bijan is that dude. Bijan is that dude. Bryce Young, he was looking a little accurate, but then if you're the number one pick on a team in the NFL, you're going to the worst team that played last year. So I don't see that changing at all. He's got to get a clear number one wide receiver. He's got to get some help at the running back and the tight end position. I mean, it's a lot of work going on with Carolina Panthers. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had the number one pick again. Baltimore Ravens, like I said, they did put up 25 points, but it was against the Houston Texans, and they still looked a little shaky. I still think that Lamar and his wide receiving core, like everyone's going to, you don't need a running back. J.K. Dobbins going down it sucks, but you don't need a running back like if you have Lamar Jackson, especially the way they play. The other game that kind of surprised me was the Cleveland Browns game. That Cleveland Browns game was, man, like what the F? Like Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, like what? And then I seen that Jamar Chase had some bulletin board material. Like, are you kidding me? What did he call them? Like elves or something like that? Like what are you doing, bro? Like, come on. Everyone knows that in fantasy football, you either pick Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson. And then Jamar Chase just went out there and just I don't even know what that is, but big, big, big game from the Browns and the defense to hold them to 3 points. They were looking like if they're going to play like that, like that was especially because they're going to play each other again and they're going to remember that. The next one, the Jaguars versus the Colts. Everyone knows that the Jaguars are going to play tough after they did last year. They're going to the playoffs again, and I got them in the playoffs. I don't have them going far, but Trevor Lawrence is good AF. He's good AF. Etienne, is it Trevon Etienne? Or is it, I'm just going to say Etienne. Etienne is a dog out there. I like Etienne. The Colts, Anthony Richardson is really effing good, y'all. He's really good. He looked like he could complete every throw. The only thing is that he was taking hits, and I didn't like that he was taking hits like that. The other game that kind of surprised me was that Vikings game, and this is why I didn't take Justin Jefferson first in my fantasy. I took Christian McCaffrey, but Christian McCaffrey is good. But I wasn't really feeling Kirk Cousins. After I watched the quarterback series on Netflix, I was like, this guy's going to get hurt. This guy's going to get hurt, and they're done. So I was really surprised with that. The Buccaneers, man. The Buccaneers, I don't even know how they won that game. Like, honestly, I don't even know how they won that game. That was crazy. Like, nobody was expecting that to happen. Like, absolutely nobody was expecting the Buccaneers to win that game. I don't know the odds of it, but it was kind of crazy how they won. Because Baker Mayfield was on the Rams last year, and he was okay, but he was still looking like a journeyman. But now he's looking like he might do some damage with the Buccaneers, especially in that NFC South, because the NFC South it gets me to the next game. Derek Carr, he didn't look that good, man. And I'm a Raider fan, so I know Derek Carr looked like the same old Derek Carr, dude. That defense bailed them out. That defense was all over the place, led by Lattimore, Cameron Jordan. They were going at Tennessee, and Tennessee was still doing their thing. Tennessee Titans at Tannehill, you're limited. You know what I'm saying? Like you're real limited. 49ers and Steelers. 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 Why are you guys that bad? Oh, can he pick it? Can he pick it up? Can he do something? I, I don't even want to talk about that because the 49ers dominated them from start to finish. They were injuring people. I think Hayward's out. The 49ers is looking like the best team in the NFL right now. It all was clicking. I wasn't a Brock Purdy believer. I got to eat my words because Brock Purdy he's nice. I don't care what round he was drafted in. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. If they go on a run, he's going to get MVP. If a guy like Jalen Hurts could finish in the MVP discussion, there's no reason why a healthy Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers can't win the division and win the NFC and Brock Purdy win the MVP. Like, there's no reason why that can't happen. The Cardinals and the Commanders, I didn't watch that much of that game at all. Yeah, the Commanders won. Who was the quarterback? Was it Howell or who was the quarterback? Yeah, it was Howell. Yes, it was Howell. But I'll be honest, I wasn't watching that game. That was just I'll wait to see how the Commanders are later on. But Kyler Murray wasn't playing, so I wasn't going to watch that. And the Packers and the Bears, 38-20. The Packers, Jordan Love is looking like Aaron Rodgers when Aaron Rodgers had to sit behind Brett Favre. But Aaron Rodgers wasn't going to let Jordan Love learn anything. Like, I think there were things that you could hear about Jordan Love complaining, like, why is this guy not helping me? Why is he not, because I mean, Aaron's different. Aaron is Aaron. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was really good to see them win that game because everybody was saying Packers going to suck. Packers aren't going to be good. Packers, they lost Aaron Rodgers. I mean, guys, it's a NFL game. It's easy to play this game. It's not hard. You just got to make sure you know your assignment, what you're doing, and then try hard. It's not hard. So when you have guys that don't want to try hard and don't know what they're doing, they lose. But I think Matt LaFleur has a great system going on with Green Bay. But when you have a guy that knows it all, that always feels that he's the smartest guy in the room, doesn't want to wear AirPods because he believes in funny things, doesn't want to take a vaccine because, you're going to have fallout. And that's what happened. And then I mean, there is poetic justice in this world. What do you say? No. So then I'm real happy the Packers did that. They look like they're probably going to be the team to beat in that conference. Like I don't see them falling off, especially if they're beating a team like the Bears that everybody was hyping up. Oh my God. Justin Fields is going to win the MVP. Have you heard Justin Fields? He's going to win. Dude, they're not good. The Chicago Bears are not good. It's been like this forever since Walter Payton and the boys. I mean, well, what are you talking about? They went to the Super Bowl and got waxed. They went to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman, and basically, who was the punt returner that they had? Uh, Miami. What's his name? Forgot his name already. Irrelevant, but still, dude, the Bears do better, bro. Then the Raiders and the Broncos. That was a game that I was excited to watch. I was really excited to watch Jimmy G. Oh, really? That's funny. But I was really excited to watch the Raider game because, man, I like Derek Carr for what he was, but I was ready to get off the Derek Carr wagon. I don't wanna see a guy fumble the ball every time he gets hit. I don't wanna see a guy that's not confident in himself to get the ball into the end zone. Like, there'd be times where Derek Carr is throwing the ball and he's blaming the receiver. Like, blame yourself, bro. Like, blame yourself. Take accountability and be like, "Yo, that's my bad." Don't say, "Oh, you're supposed to run up, go up a little bit." No, man. Don't do that in the game. Do that in practice. Okay? Because when you're doing that in the game, it shows that you have no poise and you're not a leader of the team. Because leaders of the team don't want to embarrass their friends, their teammates, their brothers on national television. Like, everybody's watching this game, and you're gonna go scold this guy like he's a little child? No, man. It's the NFL. Just talk. Be like, "Yo, I'll get you on the next one." And then if you don't get them on the next one, you don't even have to say anything anymore. In the NFL, these pro sports, you don't have to tell guys to do this and do that. They either do it or they don't. And when they don't, they get cut. And that's exactly why I was so excited to see the Raiders versus the Broncos because we got a guy named Sean Payton that was suspended from the NFL for being a know-it-all and thinking he was above the league, that he could just pay people to go head hunting people during playoff games. Like, dude, come on, man. If that's your disposition, if that's how you are, you're not going to be a good person. And the guy, just because you have millions of dollars, does not mean you're a good person. There's plenty of bad people out there with money. There's plenty of assholes with money. And Sean Payton, I think he's an asshole. I think he is. I don't think he's a good guy. If to see him lose by 1 point to the Raiders at home in his first game was very, very nice to see. Especially when Kareem, you could tell they were bringing that philosophy to the Broncos because the Broncos DBs, they don't really headhunt like that. They don't really do that. So I don't know what the dude is saying in the huddle or what he's saying in practice, but it's not good. I hope Jacoby Meyer is healthy because he got concussed and I could tell they were frustrated because Jimmy G is a good quarterback. Jimmy G gets hurt, but he's like AD. If he's on the field, on the court, he's going to be good. He's going to be nice. So then to see Jimmy G win that game, didn't even have to throw a touchdown at the end, and the way he ran it in for that first down on 3rd and 7, that was beautiful to see. So I like that. Raiders look like a good team and the Dolphins and Chargers looked like they played zero defense. It was zero defense going on in LA. But I was happy to see Tua do what he was doing because Tua, I'm rooting for him. I'm a big Tua fan. I like Tua. I don't like the San Diego Chargers. They're in LA, but I'm always going to call them San Diego. I like what? I think that the Chargers I think they're just going to blow it until they get a new coach. They're going to fire that coach. They're going to put Kellen Moore in there. I think that's how it's going to go. Stop, man. Why are you yelling? Who are you yelling at? It's my little son over there going crazy. So to see anyone could have won that game, basically. So both teams, I mean, it's clearly hurting the Dolphins that they don't have Jalen Ramsey because that was, but they also need someone to stop the run game. Like the run game, I believe Eckler. Okay, I think Joshua Kelly and Eckler had almost like 200 yards rushing. So Dolphins gonna have to clear that up. I don't know if they're gonna win that division because it looked like the Patriots are looking like a good team again. It's looking like Mac Jones is finally feeling the system. And we all know that if Belichick has a quarterback that just handles his thing, just do your thing. I got the defense. I got these guys. Shut up. Do your offense. He's going to win Super Bowls. So he can win Super Bowls. I wasn't really feeling the Eagles, man. I really wasn't. I feel like they left a lot of points on the field. I like that their defense was looking a little good, but there's something missing right now. I don't know what it is about the Eagles, but something looked a little off. I don't know if it was offense or defense, but it looked like both parts of the team were kind of, I don't know, there was a little bad. And then Rams and Seahawks, I was really surprised. I think everyone was surprised to see the Rams and Seahawks and see the Rams win the way they won because it's a divisional matchup in Seattle and they lost 30-13. So Matt Stafford doesn't have Cooper Cup, but he's still willing his team to win. I mean, he found the new rookie. I don't know how to say his name. Let me see if I can if I can find his name in here. But Tutu Atwell looked well. They just looked like they looked like the Rams, bro. Like they looked like they had a running game with what's his name? Kyron Williams. Like he looked good. Um, like if I think that if Sean McVay has a good running game, that opens it up for Matt Stafford to find things over the top and just it just makes things like you got to keep him honest. So McVay, that whole philosophy comes from keeping the defense honest. Always make it easier for your offense to score touchdowns. So don't be so one dimensional because there were times last year where I think they were a little too one dimensional because they didn't have a running game. Their running game was caca. It was not good at all. So to see the Rams do well and to have that good balance, I think it's going to do really well. I'm really interested in seeing that Rams Niners game. I want to see how the Rams are going to how they're going to attack, if they're going to go downfield or they're going to go side to side. I mean, they have guys now that have been proven in week 1 to do well. So I think that it'll be really cool to see the Rams do well. Um, and then the Cowboys and Giants, dude. I was just editing during that game. Like I had so much football footage to get to and basketball footage that I didn't even have to watch that game. The Cowboys, they looked they didn't even look good. They looked dominant. They looked amazing. Like everything that could go wrong went wrong for the Giants, and the Cowboys. Right, you could see it from that block kick. Like you could see it right there. Like it was just going to be a long night. And then the defense was just all in. With Daniel Jones' grill, Darren Waller was NF. He was not a factor. And Saquon Barkley, when he got blasted and they ran it back for a touchdown, you just knew that the Giants were coming back. But to put up a donut, 40-0, that was pretty embarrassing, dude. That was super embarrassing. But that gets me to the next game. The Bills and the Jets. Bills and Jets. The Bills look bad. The Bills look bad. And I was thinking that this is going to be their year where they did something special, but they don't look good. Like they're like one of their best defensive backs, Poyer, he's getting demolished. He needs to go into concussion protocol, I'm sure. He was getting smacked around. Josh Allen's getting smacked around. They the only guy that I think was doing well was Stephon Diggs. Diggs and their linebacker, that was he was guessing the right gaps every time. I forgot his name, but he's their middle linebacker, like 50 something, 58. Molino, I believe that's his name. He was doing well, but other than that, they look like dog poo poo. And the Jets, they got the job done, bro. They got the job done. They won. Aaron Rodgers, of course, going down. We found out today it's his Achilles, and that's just like I don't know. Is it poetic justice? Is it karma? Is you get what you deserve? Like I don't know what it is, but I was excited to see Aaron Rodgers play. I was excited to watch him the whole year. I was invested in Hard Knocks. I was watching it. I think a lot of you were watching it too, and it just hurt to see him go down like that and see that, and then find out that it was Achilles. Um, yeah, man. So that's the week 1 roundup of what I saw, and I love YouTube TV. I'm gonna keep it every year. I think I'm gonna keep it now because of Sunday Ticket. And honestly, for me, I just need to see 1 week of what it looks like. Like 1 week, I don't like illegally streaming and then downloading and then pinging it to my phone, to my TV, like, and then it buffers the Fire Stick. The homie want to sell the Fire Stick. I'm like, I don't want the Fire Stick no more. I'm done with the Fire Stick. I'm gonna work to pay to watch what I want to watch. Okay, I'm done with the Fire Stick, and I have fiber internet. Fiber internet, and my Fire Stick still buffering, bro. It's a sign that you don't need to do this, bro. You don't need to use a Fire Stick no more. You can afford to watch what you want to watch and pay to watch what you want to watch. It's a it's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling. I don't want to use a fire stick no more. Okay? And I don't think you guys should use a fire stick either. I'm just saying. Because when I watched that Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford fight, I was loving it because I knew the ish wasn't going to buffer. All right, so going into next week, how long have I been going, bro? How long have I been going? Oh, we've been going for about an hour now. We've been going for an hour. NBA 6. Yes, sir. So, yeah, I was having a problem earlier. I didn't know if I was live or if I wasn't. You know what? I was trying to adjust the camera so I could see what it was seeing back here. Don't stop going hard. So I wanted to see what it was, and then I think I was private. So now I'm public now, so we're good. Um, yeah, son. Hold on, hold that thought, guys. What? What do you want? What do you? What? What? Yeah, let me just finish this and then I'll come over there and help you, okay? I'm only gonna go through this for a little bit. Maybe like 10 more minutes, okay? All right. So first off, this Thursday on Prime, we got the Vikings and the Eagles. Vikings and the Eagles. I'm gonna make a list of who I got. So you guys could follow along or place your wagers if you want. Um, this is not a betting site, nothing like that. Let's go to odds though. So sometimes I go to certain websites that show you the odds. All right. Okay. Allow all cookies. Let's see. NFL, sports, NFL scores and matchups. All right, here we go. We got Minnesota versus Philly. Philly is favored by 6.5 points. Minnesota traveling to Philly, 8:15 game, minus 6.5. I'm gonna have to take Philly on that one. Philly. Do they cover the points? I don't know, but I'm taking them. Next, we have. Are these by times? I want to know what. I want to see it by times. Yeah, these are by times. Okay, so then after that, we got Green Bay versus Atlanta. Atlanta is not favored, but it's only 2 points. So it's only 2 points, so I'm going to go Green Bay. And then we got the Raiders versus Buffalo. And Buffalo is going to want some action. And it's at Buffalo. I'm a Raiders fan, but I'm going to take Buffalo. Especially, that's a lot of points right there. Whew, man. 8.5? 8.5 points? Dude, I might want to take the Raiders with the points, but I mean, I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have a tough time in that game. But if they stick to the running game and they play good defense, but the Raiders don't have good defense, but if they stick to the running game and Max Crosby can get after Josh Allen, Raiders might have a shot. So we got the Ravens versus the Bengals. The Ravens versus the Bengals. After what I've seen from Cincinnati, they're gonna have to bounce back. So I'm gonna take the Bengals, even though they're wait, they are favored. Whoops. Okay, so Bengals are favored. Dang, can't just take all favorites, bro. That's not how this works. Let's see who else we got. We got Seattle versus Detroit. Seattle and Detroit. Seattle and Detroit. Detroit is favored in Detroit. Seattle versus Detroit. Detroit's favored by 5.5. Does Seattle get a bounce back win in Detroit? Does Detroit keep the momentum and win that game? Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff looked well. DK Metcalf. Let's go Seattle. Seattle by 5.5 points. And then we got a tough one. What? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Dun, 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 dun. What's up?
I need to show you something on here.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! What is this? Toys?
Don't worry, I took the Hot Wheels. We're gonna be going on.
I put the new 40s on the Jeep. What? What are you looking for, man?
Can we find this car in the garage soon?
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I thought you have one.
No, but it's a Lego book. And can I get one more? That's up. One more.
We're big Hot Wheels fans, guys. I like Hot Wheels.
And then there's a new Honda one.
No, I like the Honda ones, man. I like the Hondas. I'm a big Honda fan.
And they want that Fast and Furious car and that Honda fan, okay?
The Honda van?
Yeah.
The Odyssey? You want that one?
Yeah.
Okay, well we can try to find it.
In the car soon.
Okay.
In the garage.
Okay. Hold on, not right now, man. I'm on live. I'm on live with some people, with some fans. All right, let's check this out. What team do I go for? I go for the Lakers and the Raiders and the Dodgers and Manchester United and some other teams. All right. So Seattle, Detroit, we already got Seattle. All right, Indy, Houston, woof, that game. I'll take Indy because I liked Anthony Richardson. So -1.5. Oh yeah, let me go back to the numbers here because I know betting is so crazy now. People love to bet. Don't go broke, homie. Don't go broke betting. +5.5. No, for real though, don't go broke betting. Bengals -3. Buffalo -8.5. They're gonna wax the Raiders, huh? That's what Vegas thinks. Vegas thinks Vegas is getting whacked. Green Bay -2. Philly -6.5. Now don't go trying to do this parlay. That's all I gotta say. Don't go be like, yo, I did this parlay because Quick 11 told me to. Don't do that, homie. Do not do that. All right. But if you do and you hit, please let me know that you hit on this parlay. But if you're trying to do every game in the NFL every week, you're not going to win a parlay, homie. You're not going to win that parlay. Wow. We got Kansas City versus Jacksonville, and we only have the Kansas City Chiefs favored by 3. Wow. I'll take Jacksonville. Saxonville +3. There goes an unfavorite. So my underdogs that I got, Seattle and Jacksonville. All right. Then we got a caca game of Chicago versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chicago versus Tampa Bay. Ooh, Chicago +3, Tampa Bay -3. Whoo! Let's go Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield. But do I think they would cover? I don't know. Chargers, Tennessee. I'm gonna take Tennessee. Tennessee +3. Giants versus Arizona. Oh my God! If anyone was to get a gift, it'd be the Giants in this game. The Giants are gonna look like superstars against Arizona, but I'm hoping Arizona wins. It's at Arizona. I'm gonna take Arizona. but they don't have a quarterback. I don't care. Giants look terrible. I'm not going to say it with my chest, but I'm going to go with Arizona. Oh, and this is the one that I want to see. San Francisco versus the Rams. Ooh, San Francisco and the Rams minus 7.5. San Francisco or the Rams in LA, out here in Inglewood. Rams or the Niners win every regular season matchup, right? Isn't that the whole thing? Yeah, I'll take San Francisco, man. San Francisco minus 7.5. I don't like 7.5. Why has it got to be a half point, bro? It's like a job. If I got to start at 7:30, why can't I just start at 7? You know, why has it got to be 7.5? Why can't it just be 7? And the Jets versus Dallas. Dallas gonna beat. I'm gonna take them Dallas minus 9.5. Turn it down, man. What the heck? Or put the headphones on. The heck is that? Washington and Denver. Denver gets that. Denver's gonna get that win. Minus 3.5. Miami, New England. Oh, Miami, New England. Oh, in New England. Oh, is New England I'll take New England. New England will win that game. Plus 2.5. I don't know if they'll do back-to-back losses. And I think that Miami is going to be feeling themselves after that win against the Chargers. And I think they're going to think that they could do the same thing they did to the Chargers to New England. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that they think that they're going to think that they could do what they're thinking of doing against New England. I don't think that. New Orleans versus Carolina. See, this is how bad they think the Saints are. The Saints are only favored by 3.5. See, so if Derek Carr was that good, he would be favored by like 13 points against this terrible Carolina team. It's on Monday night. We got a back-to-back Monday night double header. Why is New Orleans on Monday night though? Like what? I think they just want to see Bryce. I think they want to see Bryce Young. So I'll take. Ooh, man, I don't know, man. I'll take New Orleans, dude. New Orleans minus 3.5. And then Cleveland versus Cleveland. I think the Steelers look like poo poo. Minus 2. So yeah, there's my this is what I'm going with. This is what I'm going with right here. Boom. Do a parlay if you want to. But again, this is if I were to talk to people about betting, this would be money line. Okay, I'm not even thinking of the points right here. So I got Philly. All right, so let's go over that one more time. I know this is what they do professionally. They go back to what the headline was. All right, so if you're just joining me, my Team USA team that I believe would be better than the Dream Team would be Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, Jimmy Butler, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, Jason Tatum, KD, AD, Draymond, Joel Embiid, Jaren Jackson, Evan Mobley. The only one that would be a little on the fence there is Joel Embiid because I'm not sure if he would be on the team. All right. So going back to what I'm thinking is going to happen. Minnesota versus Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Green Bay versus Atlanta. Green Bay. Vegas versus Buffalo. Buffalo. Bengals versus Baltimore. Bengals. Seattle versus Detroit. Seattle. Indy versus Houston. Indy. KC versus Jacksonville. Jacksonville. Chicago versus Tampa Bay. I got Tampa Bay. Chargers versus Tennessee. I got Tennessee. Giants versus Arizona. I've got Arizona. I might have to change that. I don't trust either of those teams. That's why. I mean, we just seen the Giants go caca, and we seen Arizona go caca. So I don't know about that. That's like I wouldn't even touch that game. I wouldn't even watch that. I'm not even going to watch that game like at all. San Francisco, the Rams. I'm watching that game. So offside thing. Another thing with YouTube TV, they you can watch 4 games on one screen, right? So if you have a big screen TV, it's perfect. But also, you can it will put together the 4 teams that you want to watch. So you don't have to pick it yourself. They kind of do it already. So I love that. I love YouTube. YouTube is one of my favorite things in the world. So to have them have cable, this is a no-brainer to dump DirecTV and go to YouTube TV. And DirecTV was trying to give me $10. I'm like, $10? What about $100? Like $10? I think that's what companies do to not get you to cancel. They give you $10. Can't even buy food with $10, bro. So going back to what I got San Francisco over the Rams, but that game is going to be tough. Um, Jets and Dallas. I got Dallas. Um, Washington, Denver. I got Denver. But then again, I might go Washington, but I think that if Sean Payton goes 0-2 in Denver after all the stuff that they did to get him over there, if he goes 0-2 in Denver, it's not gonna look pretty for him. It's not because everyone knows you start 0-2, your chances of making the playoffs, Super Bowl is just bleh. Can't start 0-2. 1-1, you can start 1-1. 1-2, you can start 1-2, but you can't start 0-2 and think that you're going to do. I mean, there were times where I've seen like 0-4 teams win 4. I think the Redskins with Schottenheimer, they lost 6, they won 6, but that was a long time ago. That's not happening today. Um, Miami versus New England, I got New England. And New Orleans versus Carolina, I got New Orleans. And Cleveland versus Pittsburgh, I got Cleveland. So those are my picks. That's what I wanted to talk about because it was just I had an itch to talk about the dream team. A few of my boys we were talking about it, and I was kind of upset that they were this bad going into FIBA, which isn't their fault. I mean, it's not their fault. Some guys in the NBA they want to win championships. They don't give a f about a gold medal. That's just how it is. Some guys are like, "Yo, what am I doing out here? Like, what people aren't playing correctly." Like clear example, Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram, he's a great player, but I think mentally he's checked out of there. He don't want to play there. So that's just an example. But if you get those guys that I was that I named my starting team for Team USA, let me go again. You have Steph Curry, Damian Lillard at the point guard positions, Jimmy Butler, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards at the shooting guard. At the small forward 3, you have LeBron, Tatum. At the 4, you have KD, AD, and Draymond. And then at the 5, you have Joel Embiid, Jaren Jackson, Evan Mobley. If those guys get on that team and they play, I believe that they're going to win landslides. Like they were going to blow teams out. I don't care who's out there. I don't care if Luka's out there, Joker, Giannis. I don't put them on the same team. I don't care. They're losing to that team. I guarantee you, they're losing to that team, and it's gonna rival that dream team. I guarantee you because we all know LeBron James is the biggest athlete in the United States. I don't know about the world because Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, but even then, people know LeBron. So LeBron is carrying that Michael Jordan like weight. Like I don't know if you guys were alive to see Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan, like put it this way, when it was a night game and Michael Jordan walked out of the tunnel, it looked like it was daylight. That's how many lights were there to see Michael Jordan all the time. I mean, there was no social media, and you had to like physically drive to go see Michael Jordan like that. Like LeBron gives us the inside of his life like pretty much every day. Like he's posting something, like it's all planned. You know what I'm saying? So, but Michael was not like that at all. Michael was doing Michael. The closest thing you could get to Michael was buying a pair of his J's that were available at every store. Michael Jordan shoes back in the day, the OG colorways were available at the store all the time. I was able to put my stuff on layaway, and I would see the guy at Foot Action be like, "Yo, my J's still there?" He'd be like, "Yeah, man, Tanya got you." I'm like, "Thank you." Now, same thing. You can find LeBron shoes anywhere you want, but when he got to the Dream Team, when Michael started doing that, then it started getting sold out. Like it was like you couldn't find Michael Jordan shoes nowhere. And then when it hit like later on, like 2000 something, like you couldn't find Michael Jordan shoes anywhere, especially after he retired. Like it was like the people were like getting like killed over them. You know what I'm saying? So I think that LeBron, he wins this championship with the Lakers this year, and he does that dream team. It's gonna the GOAT conversation is gonna be done. It's gonna be done, and it's gonna be amazing for fans of all shapes, sizes, colors, genders, everything to watch this new dream team pop up. And we all want to see Steph and LeBron on the same team. We all want to see Steph, LeBron, KD, AD, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid. We want to see all Tatum. We want Lillard. Dude, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. I hope that it happens. And hey, man, we just gotta wait and see. But it's nighttime, man. It's about 7:17 out here in LA. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And I hope you guys have a blessed night. And yo, just win, baby.